Good late evening, Freddy Heredia live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Roku TV, Apple TV, and our website www.riosportslive.com. That is the website. We are live from Whataburger, 454 South Bibb here in Eagle Pass, Texas. We're live with the Lady Eagles. So make sure you guys, if you guys look us on Facebook, if you are in Eagle Pass, come on by. We're here till 8 o'clock tonight. All 20% of the sales go to the Lady Eagles boosters. So make sure you come out and support. We're live with the first pitch with Freddy Heredia, and we're going to be talking shortly with Coach Coca Ruiz as they get set for the last half of District 29 6A, and we're looking ahead to the playoff and looking at what is in store for the Lady Eagles today, District 29 6A, as we have a full packed Whataburger here in Eagle Pass, Texas, 454 South Bibb Street, right across from the right in the parking lot where Whataburger is and GameStop. And come on by. It's the only Whataburger in town. So if you are riding around and you catch the notification on Real Sports Live of our Facebook page, come on by. We also have some free stuff. We got free breakfast on a bun when you purchase a breakfast on a bun. So we got some giveaways from Whataburger. Mike, the general manager here at Whataburger. So shortly we're going to talk to Coach Coca Ruiz, the head softball coach for the Lady Eagles, as they got a win against United South last night, Tuesday night, 11-1. And as everything kind of plans out and we see what is in store for them coming up the rest of the way, the 3 games that they have left are very important games for the Lady Eagles as they get set for playoff time. They're currently tied for 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. So, guys, we're going to talk to Coach Coca Ruiz shortly. Come on by. They're giving away Whataburger for a year. So they're going to be raffling off. They also have some door prizes. Make sure you come on by. They're going to be here till 8 o'clock. Probably they're going to extend it. I don't know. They haven't given me the indication that they're going to extend it or not. But till 8 o'clock, from 5 to 8, they've been here. So come on by. 20% of the sales go to the Lady Eagles. So make sure you guys, if you're in the drive-thru, tell them you're with the Lady Eagles. You can come by through the drive-thru and get fed today. Whataburger Wednesday. Let's call it Whataburger Wednesday. So it is a packed here at 454 South Bibb in Eagle Pass, Texas. Freddy Heredia with you till about 8 o'clock. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more as we get Coach Coca to come and talk to us about his girls and see what they have in store. So we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddy Heredia at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. and we're streaming on realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. I don't think Laredo has something like this, but guess what? We cover Laredo schools, so we're with Coach Coca Ruiz, Coach Coca Ruiz of the Lady Eagles. As you can find out, you finished third in the district behind Southwest and South San. They flip-flopped. Last year, South San was first, Southwest was second. This year, Southwest has got that run. South San is behind in second place. What is it about your way of playing softball? Do you incorporate the small ball, or do you just tell your girls, hey, get in there, rip? I want to see rip shots. I want to see you hit the ball into the gap and of course, do some damage that way.
We all want the girls to go out there and hit the ball and do the damage on the plate, on the field. But one thing that we're trying to do that we did before is play the aggressive game. Stop being afraid. Stop being hesitant to do things. We're adding more hit and runs. We're swinging away. We're playing the small ball once in a while, and we got to produce runs. That's the main thing. And our girls are feeling a little bit more comfortable. They're going out there with a little better attitude that they're going to take care of business. And before we hadn't understood our role, what we needed to do, and now they're coming around. We had a good practice today. Today we did a lot of situational hitting, and it was a pretty good practice.
And of course, you had a game last night against United South. They're in their last place in our district, 29-6A. They gave you a game. 11-1 was the score, but everybody else in the district also did their job in winning last night. Alexander did their job. United did their job. Southwest, I think, plays tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah. So when you see that, and when you talk to going into this, what a night for Whataburger in the past couple of games.
I know, something that it was unusual. They went out there and they played more relaxed. They played. We knew we had to take care of business, and we got to do for the rest of the season. But they're out there more comfortable. They didn't take them lightly. They went at it. They played hard, and they took care of the job. And that was the main thing. I mean, we've been waiting for that, and our pitching coach wasn't there, Coach Reese. He had to take care of business somewhere else. But the girls knew what to do.
And that's the key. When your senior leadership, of course, with Heredia, Reese, and the rest of the girls, when you have that senior leadership, you know that they can turn it on at any time. But what's your feeling behind the rest of the district? You've moved her from third batter to fourth batter to lead off, and still she doesn't see pitches to hit. How frustrating is that from the coaching standpoint when you've done everything except put her at the bottom of the lineup to see if maybe, or put her, at 6-7 spot to see if maybe she'll see a pitch or not? But with the lineup that you have in Karina and Brooke Diaz and all these girls, what do you feel would be moving forward the last 3 games and into playoffs? What would be something that you can do to change it up for the rest of the teams to actually pitch to her?
That's gonna be hard to do. You see Heather Reese up there, and you kind of get hesitant about pitching to her. She's kind of a big girl, tall girl, very strong, very very mobile, and she's got a lot of power. You see her take a swing, and so you don't want to catch her.
If you're playing
against her, I would walk her. I would do the same thing. She's gotten, out of 48 at bats, she's gotten 28 walks.
Wow, half her at bats have been walks, intentional or not intentional. But and it's one of those things where you kind of talk to the players, and you kind of now when you had her in the 3-4 hole and in the 5th spot, now of course you didn't have the luxury of having Brooke Diaz last year, but having her this year. And then having other hitters behind her.
Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez and Leslie. And she's been pretty consistent all year long.
She sure has.
And what do you see from your center fielder, both at the field, on the field, and at the plate?
I mean, I seen Leslie grow up extremely into a great player. Last year she had trouble hitting the ball, and she was outstanding defensively. But now she's putting it together to where she's combining both on the plate and on the field, having great numbers. And one thing that she's going to continue doing, and she works on it every day, and she works hard at it. She's going to be producing runs. And right now I'm trying to put her at the 4th, 5th spot, trying to hide her and trying to get the big girls come through. But I mean, she's the most consistent one right now.
Now, would you change anything leading into playoffs, or would you just keep it the same and not kind of disrupt what they're doing and the kind of the flow that you've had throughout the season? What do you think about that perspective, Coach?
I'm gonna try to keep it the same. Try to let the pitchers pitch. I mean, try to face our hitters. And Leslie, I'm gonna try to keep her at the 4th, 5th spot. I have changed her. She was at number 2, but I feel that Brooke is not getting as well as many pitches. So now you got Heather leading.
You got your number 1 that doesn't get, and then you get your 3 or 4 hole that's not getting.
Yeah, so now I'm putting her at 2. Now it gives trouble to the other team. They said, hey, what are we gonna do? We're gonna put 2 runners on base. Then you got Alex Martinez at number 3, which she's having awesome numbers.
Yeah,
she's hitting, I think, 529, right behind Heather. I mean, she's RBIs up there. Brooke is RBIs, top RBIs in the district. So it's gonna be tough. I think we're finally getting to the lineup that I want to get to.
And of course, when you're getting to that lineup, at the most crucial time of the year, which is playoff time, state softball playoffs. Of course, you guys have rich history in going deep in the playoffs. Yes, we don't want to harp on last year. You were wanting to, but those were close games too. Those were games that were close. So we're live from Whataburger, 454 South Bibb in Eagle Pass, Texas. Guys, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube Live. We're on Roku TV, Apple TV, and we're on our website, www.realsportslive.com. We're live from Whataburger. The Lady Eagles, the first pitch with Coca Ruiz. It was a funny question. One of your coaches asked me if I was going to invite the other coach from CCWin to the first pitch. I was like, this is a fundraiser for you guys.
Yes.
So we have some more people coming in, and make sure you tell them that you're with the Lady Eagles. They'll accept it through drive-through, and if you come on in here. So make sure 20% goes to the Lady Eagles. Also, we have, what's her name? Anna? Anna is here as you walk in. She has the tickets, and you can sign up, put your name, your phone number, and you are entered to a chance to win a Whataburger for a year. Freddy Heredia alongside Coca Ruiz. We'll be back. We're going to talk some more stuff. Hopefully, we'll talk to some of the girls as we're live from Whataburger in Eagle Pass, Texas, 454 South Bibb Street. Freddy Heredia. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddy Heredia, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. And we're back live, realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Freddy Heredia, first pitch with the head coach Coca Ruiz, but now we have Heather Ruiz, senior. It's, of course, a fundraiser for you ladies, and 20% of the proceeds go to you. We're at 454 South Bibb, so make sure you guys come by. We're still here till 8 o'clock, so we got about 30 minutes left. And make sure you guys come by the Lady Eagles. If you're in drive-thru or walk in and say hi to the Lady Eagles. They're all sitting around. They're all talking. 7-4, Heather. Guys, third right now in district. You got Southwest and South San at the top. What do you feel is something that you guys need to do the last 3 games of the season, which 2 of those 3 are at home? There you go. Right there. Now you're ready.
Okay, well, I think we just need to jump on them right off the bat. That's all we need to pretty much do. We need to have our confidence up right off the bat. We need to know we're going to win. We need to know we're going to do good. You know, we need to have that kind of mentality in a way.
Got it. So the mentality is go do what Lady Eagles softball is known to do the past 10 years. Is go do what you got to do. Do your job, in other words. Now, I was talking to Coach, and, of course, 48 of your at-bats, 24 of them, 28, he said 24 to 28 of them have been walks.
Yes.
We did talk to you about that and how you felt about what the District 29-6A and the rest of the teams, they were going to take the bat out of you. And the more Coach kind of toys with the lineup, with putting you at the top of the lineup, I told him, well, are you thinking maybe put her at the bottom of the lineup and see if she does get some pitches? Has that been a thought?
No.
With the no?
No.
You're like, no, I want to get at least 3 or 4 at bats per game.
Yes, at least.
And if you're at the bottom of the lineup, if you're at the bottom of the lineup, you won't get that many. But now you have Del Rio, Southwest, and United left. So you play not this Friday. You're off this Friday.
No, we play this
You
Friday.
play this Friday.
Yes.
You're playing away or at home?
Away.
So you're playing at Laredo,
Yes.
at the SAC.
Yes.
Okay, so you're playing at the SAC, the Student Activity Center in Laredo, Texas. 7 o'clock is the time.
Yes, correct.
United did their job. Also, you guys beat United South last night. How did you feel about last night's game here at home? 11-1. I know that's,
No disrespect or anything, but it was just like a practice pretty much.
Okay,
game.
so it was go get your hacks, go
Yes.
kind of go
It
through
was
the
pretty
motions.
much just getting, ready for the playoffs a little bit, just working on our
technique and stuff. And I watched your pregame and you were hitting those softies like on the track yesterday. But as a senior leader and as a shortstop, what do you talk to the girls in the dugout when you have a game like that? When there's a game like that you're up big, do you talk to some of the girls and say, hey, you're gonna be going in, you're gonna be playing, get some more playing time to get them ready for, of course, playoff time?
Yes, exactly. I just tell them to pretty much cool off, relax. You're gonna get your chance, take advantage of it.
Now, you were part of last year's one and done playoff against Mac High. That you want to forget about that series. You want to forget about that. The only reason why I talk about it is because you're going to see a team like Mac High maybe or someone from District 31-6A in the Valley. What do you think that this team is better at this year than last year's team?
Definitely our closure. We're very close. Very close. Okay. We're very united as a team. We like to, unlike last year we just really didn't care about each other. This year we pretty much just want to back each other up no matter what. It's just, that's the big difference. Now,
what do you see the contribution from the younger girls and how, of course, Coach has Galvan, and then then he goes to Cresdorn, and then goes to the freshman Galvan. How do you think that she would favor coming in one of those playoff games? Do you feel confident in the pitching staff that you guys have to get a close win?
Oh, yes.
In the playoffs?
Yes.
Because, again, last year you guys lost those close games. How do you see the girls behind you? Of course, you have Alex Martinez behind you. You have Brooke. You have Leslie
Lori.
Martinez, Lori. But when you get on, is there? Do you think there's pressure on them to say, hey, well, Heather got on as a leadoff, I gotta get her over, get her over, get her in. So
Actually, no. I think definitely once I get on, I think everything, all their pressure is pretty much gone because they know, okay, yeah, our top of the lineup, she
did her job, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So we shouldn't have a problem in a way. So I think that just takes off pressure.
Now, I know it's unofficial, but have you kind of thought about where you're going to school? Maybe not yet.
Yes, I have, but
you don't want to say anything yet.
I rather just, yeah.
You want to have that official thing, the signing and stuff like that. Hopefully, that Real Sports Live would be part of that signing and part of that announcement that you make of where you're gonna be playing your collegiate softball. But 3 games left, and anything you want to tell, of course, the fans in Eagle Pass, anything that you want to share. Of course, the last 2 games, Southwest and Del Rio, are at home. And anything that you want to kind of say, because we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're on Roku TV, Apple TV, so...
just pretty much thank everyone. Just want to thank everyone for always supporting us no matter what. Also, it'll be my last year.
Yeah, it's your senior year.
Yes. Thank y'all for all the support since I was a freshman, for always believing in me, to the ones who did believe in me. And just...
It's hard, but yeah, it's hard because you've been playing in this program for 4 years. You've been the staple of this program. You've been the pillar. You've been the rock of this program for 4 years. Passing the torch down to the next Lady Eagles that are coming up. How's your, I know you didn't want me to put you on the spot, but I'm not going to put you on the spot. But again, it's one of those things where I've seen you since you were a freshman, and I've covered you. I've enjoyed watching you. I was actually part of last year's game against Del Rio where I called it. It was a grand slam to win the game, and it was your dad at the end said, "Did you get it?" I was like, "Yeah." Of course, I was covering the game. I was covering the game on South Texas Sports Talk on my radio show, but now I'm doing video, which is pretty cool. So now, hopefully, we get to cover you guys live for your playoff games, and hopefully we can catch one of your last. I know we did broadcast the United game in the first round, and so you guys can go back and watch the game on our Facebook Live page, on our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Also follow us, like us, and share us on Facebook, on Twitter, Real Sports Live Southwest. We're all over the place. Social media. That's where to be. But Whataburger, 454 South Bibb Avenue in South Bibb Avenue here in Eagle Pass, Texas. I think that people want to sign up and do Whataburger for a year. We got some more fans. We're gonna talk to your pitcher, Galvan, here in a second, and then we're gonna bring in the catcher and all that good stuff. So we're gonna talk to. We're here for another. It's still 8 o'clock, right? So we're here for about 15 more minutes. So we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddy Heredia. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. And come on by. We'll be back with more after this. Yeah, you want to say bye.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros.
Four years ago, when we ran for re-election as county judge, it was the first time in the history of Maverick County that the county judge didn't have an opponent. Maverick County was embroiled in a big scandal having to do with federal funds. We were able to turn Maverick County around, and now other people want to run. We've reduced our debt from $70 million to $24 million in the last 4 years. We now operate with a $3.9 million surplus, and on top of that, we're compliant with all of our audits, and we're able to apply for funding again. We're here, and we're here to work for you and to fight for you. We'll continue to do that. We're not done. I humbly request your vote for your servidor, David R. Saucedo, during the March primaries. Thank you.
We're back live, Facebook Live, YouTube channel. We're live with Katie Galvan, the junior pitcher for junior, right? Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, Katie Galvan, a 3-year starter for the Lady Eagles. We're live from Whataburger, 454 South Bibb Avenue. Make sure you guys come by because this event is for you girls.
Mm-hmm.
For
yes.
It's a Oh What a Night fundraiser.
Yes, our fundraiser.
7-4 in district, and you're in third place. What do you see from the last 3 games, Katie, as far as you in the circle and wanting to make sure that that you get wins?
Well, I feel like I've become more confident with my team as we're going through the whole district. What else? I don't know. I just feel like now, I mean, not saying that I didn't think they had my back, but now I can totally feel like the connection that they're gonna try their ultimate, best in order
other words,
to make
that you have that at any certain pitch that you pitch, if it's a drop, if it's a fastball inside or whatever, that your defense is gonna work behind you.
Yes, exactly. They can have my back at all times, and I definitely know that now.
Now, and what is it about Coach Reese? Sometimes he comes in late in the in innings, in the 5th or 6th, and say, "Hey, you know what, Katie? Thank you, but we're gonna give it to." He comes in and he says, "Hey, thanks, but you gave us 4 or 5 innings. Go have a seat in the dugout.
Yeah.
Let me bring in Cresdor."
Well, he's trying to basically just give her and I, because we need both of us for playoffs especially. He's trying to get both of us, work in. And, I mean, it all just depends. If we're playing a much tougher team and it's like a 1-to-1 game, he'll keep me in, of course.
Yeah.
But if we're winning by a lot or, this or that, then he'll go ahead and give her the ball, especially since she's a closer. And
yeah, exactly.
Me and her have established that since freshman year. We already know that I'm the starter. She's a closer. That's how we work.
Now, how do you feel about Alyssa Galvan and her development as a freshman coming in late in the games? You as a pitcher in the circle, knowing that this freshman is coming in and doing work.
Well, she's grown a lot, especially mentally. She's getting there. She is. I mean, all freshmen start off, even myself, I was afraid and scared, and I still remember that first time they put me to pitch against Southwest, my first time ever pitching, and I was so scared. But I mean, she's growing, like freshmen, our 3 freshmen on the team, right? I want to say they're all growing, and I mean, pitching is hard. Like, people think you just get up there and throw the ball, but you don't. You don't. You need to hit your spots.
Location,
and exactly. It's so much more than just getting up there and throwing a ball.
Got it.
So I feel like she's doing a way better job, especially as a freshman. She's coming in with 2 upperclassmen, and she's still getting the job done.
Now, as far as at bat, does he give you enough at bats throughout the season, or does he bring in a DH? What is your feelings behind, you not getting some at bats at the plate?
Well, I mean,
or you just concentrate in the circle?
I do. For the majority time, I do just concentrate on pitching. And if they need my bat, well, then, I will gladly come in and, get a hit for them, something. And I feel like for me, it's easier because since I'm a pitcher only, everyone's like, oh, she's just a pitcher. She's
a PO.
Yeah,
she's a PO.
It doesn't matter if she gets a hit. But then, that's what's, that's to my advantage because I go up there like it don't matter,
Exactly.
So then I get a hit and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
So I don't feel the pressure, so unlike the other girls.
Now, having the difference, of course, last year you did not have your star catcher in Brooke Diaz. How big was that not having her there last year and of course having Ochoa back there? But what's the difference this year coming in and having Brooke behind the plate? What's been the difference as far as you in the circle with Brooke behind the plate?
no. It's more or less a sense of aggressiveness.
Okay.
Yes, because like with Kayla, she is aggressive, but with Brooke, like I know, okay, like with Kayla, I'm like, okay, I need to, take more of this, take more of that.
Okay.
And with Brooke, it's more or less like she will throw herself and dive and roll over, everything just to catch a ball that was right in front of me.
Exactly.
So it's kind of more like that. And me and Brooke, well, I literally live right next to her,
Okay.
so me and her are pretty
So
close.
it's a pitcher catcher.
Yeah,
one
exactly.
of those things where.
So and since my freshman year, both of us coming on as 2 freshmen with the whole team of older girls.
Older girls, yeah.
So having her behind there is kind of like, okay, I have
Somebody
that's been here with me since the very beginning.
Since the very beginning. Now 7-4, and of course the 3 big games coming up. United over there in Laredo, which is Friday.
Yes.
And then you have Southwest at home, which you guys had a good game against them, I believe. It was Southwest, or was it where they took the Grand Slam away from Brooke in that tight game, I think.
Oh, yes.
Was it the Southwest game?
Yes, that was here. I remember that.
That was here at home. But what do you feel is going to be the key for you guys to get those 3 wins and, of course, get to 10-4 and solidify the 3rd spot in district?
I feel like we just all need to have confidence in each other, because I feel like that's probably what we're missing. Like sometimes we get up here and then we just like drop down. We win a game and we're on our high horses, and then we lose and we're like, oh man,
So it's been an up and down thing for you
guys. That's really what it's been. So basically it's just like us having, enough confidence in each other.
See, the confidence. We're live on Facebook, so make sure you guys like us, share us, and follow us on RIO Sports Live. I don't know if you've done it before, but if you are not, make sure you guys go to because you guys all have phones.
Okay.
Go and like Real Sports Live Southwest. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Real Sports Live.
Okay.
If you want to go watch yourself against United.
Okay.
we did that game live.
Okay.
And it's on our page. So we're with Katie. She said Katie Galvan, the junior pitcher for the Lady Eagles. We still have about 10 more minutes. 8 o'clock is the time from 5 to 8 was the time that we're doing the fundraiser, the Oh What a Night for the Lady Eagles. As we're talking to some of the girls, we're going to have Brooke Diaz, the catcher, coming up here shortly. So thank you, Katie, and good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully we get to see you guys in one of the last 3 games and, of course, in the playoffs.
Yes.
So
thank you.
And we'll be back with more after this. Listen to Freddy Heredia, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Brody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Brody's Country Fried Chicken. Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros.
And we're back live, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. We're with the junior catcher, Brooke Diaz. And Oh What a Night is a fundraiser for you Lady Eagles. Make sure you guys come on by. We're here till 8 o'clock. Drive through. Make sure you tell them what? That you're with what?
That you're here with the Lady Eagles.
If you come into to Whataburger,
you can say the same thing.
You can say the same thing. Also, we got Anna next to us from Whataburger. She's handing out tickets. They get to register for
Whataburger for a year.
Whataburger for a year.
That's perfect.
Perfect. Whataburger, hoping that we can have Mike and Whataburger say, hey, you see, he said no automatically. I was going to say, hey, we can get coupons to say what a win. After every game that you win, what a win. And if you're at the Eagles game or You're at the Lady Eagles game.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
That's cool.
So, 454 South Bib here in Eagle Pass, Texas. Brooke, 7-4 is the record right now, and you have 3 games. United, Southwest. I don't even want to say Southwest because that kind of irks you a little bit, having a Grand Slam taken away. That's what everybody says. I wasn't there, but people say it was a towering shot to left, and it kind of just eked over the foul pole.
Yes.
And you guys got, I think you guys lost by 1, or was it a tight game?
It was pretty close. I know that with that Grand Slam, we would have been on top by 2 points. So we were down by 2.
Yeah. So, again, guys, then you have Del Rio. Out of the 3 games, you have 2 at home, 1 away. Last night against United South, you guys had a win, 11-1. What was said after the game? What did Coach tell you guys after the game about last night's game?
So basically what he told us was just to be mentally prepared for the rest of the district and be prepared for playoffs. I know that our long-term goal is to go for playoffs and go pretty far. So we didn't want the girls just to be satisfied with winning just district games because we were expected to do that. So we want to come back. We want to come back and we want to go far in the playoffs, like I said, and we just told them to be prepared for that.
Of course, you were absent all of last year because of an injury. They did not have you around. What's the difference this year being on the being a contributor on the team this year and being able to control your pitching staff in Galvan, Katie Galvan, because there's 2 Galvans there, her and Alyssa,
Yes.
and of course Cresdorn, all different type of pitchers in the circle.
Yes.
How do you manage all 3 of them and know? Because you're also, what I like about what you bring to the table as a catcher, you're a coach inside the field. Because, of course, Coach Ricky Reese gives you the pitch.
Yes.
But then if you see something there at the plate as far as a hitter being at a certain spot, hugging the plate, something like that, you actually tell them, hey, let's switch
Let's change it up.
Yeah. Did that come just naturally from when you were younger, or what was it about you becoming that type of catcher, that type of player?
Well, I played travel ball since I was about 9 years old, and I had an amazing catching coach. Even now, I still go to him, and he would just tell me that I need to give feedback to the coaches because they can't really see like where the batter's position and exactly where the pitcher's favorite pitch is that night. So like I had to go to him and tell him everything like that, and I just brought it to high school. And I know that all 3 pitchers are different, but I was with 2 of them since my freshman year, and I'm starting to know Alyssa a lot more with her pitches. And so I just go about each night differently. One night they might be on with a certain pitch, one night they might not. So then I go back to him with that. And
got it. And with Katie, her go-to pitch is what? You don't want to say it?
I mean, it is effective. It is effective when it's on, and even when it's not, it's a pretty good pitch. But
yeah, and again, it's one of those things where I don't think anybody's gonna really. Well, you never know when somebody from District 31 6A, because that's pretty much who you see the first round. You see somebody like Mac High, which you did not see last year.
Yes.
You were there,
but
but
I wasn't on the
you weren't on the field.
Yes.
And how frustrating was that for you, being on the bench and not being able to contribute? Because most of those wins most of the games were 1-run games or games that you guys were ahead and
we would fall short.
Exactly.
Yes.
How frustrating was it to be a part of that and cheering your team on, but not being able to contribute on the field?
Well, whenever I first got injured, it was my first district game last year. So I knew that the rest of the district, I just had to support my team. But once playoffs started, I knew that not my goal, but my role on the team was just to encourage everyone, try to talk to our catcher Kayla at the time, and just try to talk to the pitchers as much as possible, like what they were on and everything, just like how I would be on the field, but try to be doing that while I'm not on the field.
Exactly. And how comfortable was Kayla having you kind of helping her out as far as behind the plate, because she made a transition from being an outfielder to catcher, and we talked about it earlier in the season, earlier in the year, on the first pitch, as we talked about it and what the roles they took. But the things that we talked about early in the year, and now with this transpiring and you guys being third place right now and fighting for third spot, it's still not kind of solidified. You can always go down to fourth place.
Yes.
And when you go down to the fourth place, you're seeing a number one seed in the playoffs from another district. If you're in the third spot, then you see kind of a 3 versus 3 or
2. Or
or
like
2,
yes.
exactly, where you're not seeing a district champion
Yes.
from another district. But for you guys, I know for Coach it was kind of hard. It'd been a long time. It'd been 10 or 11 years that he exited the first round. Like, that was the first time in a lot that he had not advanced past the first round. And we talked to him after the last game in Laredo against Mackay, and it was like, it happens. It's softball.
It's gonna happen.
So what do you see from United? What do you see from Southwest? And what do you see from Del Rio, your last 3 games?
Okay, well, with United, I know that we jumped on them our first game against them, so if we just come through with our sticks and everything, it should just take care of itself. With Southwest, we were playing pretty good and everything. We were coming through defensively, making the plays. Here and there, we had a couple errors. We weren't coming through with our sticks. If we wake up our sticks and we try to minimize the errors, I feel like we'll have a good game. And for Del Rio, we just have to jump on them and like last time and just keep it going.
Yeah, and of course 3 out of the last 4 games, 2 of them have winning records, 1 of them doesn't. You know, United is fighting for the 3rd and 4th spot. They're also right behind you guys. Southwest, of course, is fighting for first. They're undefeated. They're basically district champs already. With 3 games left, they've beaten South San, which is twice, I think, or once. Yeah. So, you know, barring anything else, I mean, the eventual district or the district 29 6A champs are going to be the Southwest Dragons. Final thing for you, what are your goals? And I know that you verbally committed already to LA Tech, to Louisiana Tech.
Yes.
Crystal de la Cruz is at Louisiana Tech. Have you had any conversations with her? I know she's been a big part of that program, and she's been there. This is her second year, so she's a sophomore. But have you spoken to her and what the transition would be for you when you make? Of course, you still have 1 more year. You're a junior, so you still have 1 more year to come back and play another year of high school softball. But of course, you have your senior leader in Heather leaving. How big is that, not having her there your senior year and shouldering kind of the responsibility of being the leader? Or are you already accustomed to it?
Well, this year I was given the opportunity to be co-captain with Heather. So, I mean, I was able to get some of the taste of how being the captain was and having that big leadership role on the team. So I'm just slowly gradually getting more and more responsibilities. So I feel like next year I'll just feel accustomed to it, because since freshman year I was the starting catcher, and that's already a role in itself, a leadership role.
Got it, yeah.
So I feel like I would be accustomed to it come my senior year.
Now that other question with Crystal, I know that I jumped the questions, but what are the conversations with her, and if you want to share any of those conversations with Crystal about what to expect in the next at the next level?
Definitely managing your time and managing workouts and eating and homework and class, and just managing your time and going 100% on it.
Got it. So in other words, she's kind of preparing you. Look, it is a job within a job.
Yes.
Coming up to play the collegiate level.
Yes.
The collegiate level, it's more of it's your responsibility as
No
a
one's gonna
grown-up.
babysit you.
Yeah, nobody's gonna babysit you. It's mom and dad are not home,
Yes.
and if you want to play at the next level, and of course do big things at the next level, your eating habits and all that stuff has to come into account. But we're Brooke Diaz, Lady Eagles junior catcher, 3-year letter, 3 years. This is 3rd year, so 3 letters. We're gonna have somebody else come up and talk to us. I believe We're gonna talk to the big bat, Alex Martinez.
Okay.
See what.
All right.
So
Thank you.
we'll be back with more after this. You listen to Freddy Heredia, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory. Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by.
And we're back live, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Alex Martinez, you're the number 4th hitter, right? No, well, you kind of go up and down the lineup, right? Yeah. 454 South Bibb Avenue here in Eagle Pass, Texas. What a night with the Lady Eagles, Eagle Pass Lady Eagles, 7-4 in District 29 6A, 3rd place right now. We talked to Coach Ruiz earlier. He talked highly about you. We also talked to, of course, your starting pitcher, Katie. We talked to Heather, your senior, your senior MVP. I mean, she does everything for you guys. And we also just finished talking to Brooke. Your role has changed in recent because last year there were some injuries. And you came in during playoffs last year against Mac High. You had a hot bat last year, but and then throughout the summer you had an injury that kind of plagued you, so you had to get back into playing shape. How was that injury? How did it affect you going into this year's season?
Well, it had a major effect on me. Not being able to play for I was out 5-6 months.
Okay.
So that was a real setback for me. And I understood it was a setback, and I knew I had to work harder because all these girls were in off season.
Yeah. And
I wasn't. So as soon as I was able to play, I worked hard, and I knew I had to get it done.
Got it. Now we have Ray Mendoza, the junior starting pitcher for the Eagles, as they're supporting What a Night for the Lady Eagles. I believe it's 8:07, so it's actually we're out of time. They're gonna. I don't know, Mike. I don't know if he wants to announce it on Facebook Live, and as far as the ticket of who won the Whataburger for a year, or they want to put it. Okay, yeah, one of them as far as the boosters, the Lady Eagles boosters. This year, how has it changed as far as you going from the 4th spot to the 5th spot to the 6th spot? Because I've seen lineups where you've been up and down in the lineup. Yes. How much has that affected you? And hey, coach doing that and putting that, saying, okay, well, we're going to put you here because we feel like this team will not pitch to this person, but you're going to get pitches to see.
Well, anywhere in the lineup, I just try to hit, whether it be on top or at the bottom. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. I like being in pressure situations where I can come through for my team. I feel like anybody would like that opportunity, and I'm glad I get it usually. Yeah. Because I can come through, and my coaches know I can come through. So
that confidence in yourself, does it resonate with the rest of the team and knowing, hey, we got the big bat in Alex Martinez coming up, and we know that if we have runners in scoring position, she's going to get the job done?
Yes, I really... I want them to feel confident in me as much as I'm confident myself.
Exactly. What have you seen this year as far as in District 29 6A, as far as from the teams? I don't know if they've done any scouting reports as far as what not to pitch you, what to pitch you. Have you seen any different from any pitchers pitching you away, not giving you anything to that you can handle?
I have seen a lot of outside pitches, so I really crowd the plate to hit those. And I also get hit a lot, so.
So you've got a lot of hit by, but you also you're second in the team in batting percentage. I think he said you're at 562 or something like that, behind Heather, which Heather is, of course, she's at the top. She's the leadoff.
Yes, Heather.
Now, with her also, we've seen or we talked about. She's had 48 at bats, and 28 of those have been walks.
Yeah.
So how can you, when you see that, do you kind of say, hey, you know what, our leadoff is on. Hey, this is an opportunity for us to get runs early?
Yes, I'm aware that, I mean, nobody wants to pitch to Heather because she is intimidating. And, I mean, if she's on base, someone has to bring her in.
Exactly. And why not have you, right?
Yeah.
Now, Alex, as far as last year, you have a bad taste in your mouth because you were part of that playoff team that lost to Mac High.
Yes.
And those games were close games. Those games were games where you were ahead in the game and you came. But how has that affected your mentality this year and saying, hey, that's not going to happen to us this year?
I feel that we can finish strong. We just need to jump on them faster. And that's the only thing that's killing us. The difference would be just finishing it off.
Now, also, the other thing is you have 3 games left. 2 out of 3 are at home. Southwest is here at home. Del Rio's at home. You go to the Student Activity Center in Laredo on Friday to face Laredo United, which they're also in the playoff hunt. They're also looking to clinch either the 3rd or 4th spot, depending on what you guys do also. In your last 3 games. But what do you see from Laredo United? What did you see in the first round to expect in the second round from them?
They did have some errors in which we just have to hit, and if they do make those errors again, we have to take advantage of that. I'm pretty sure. I think my team did well hitting that game.
Yeah, we covered that game. We covered that game live. So if you guys want to look back at the game, you guys can go back to our YouTube channel. It's just search Real Sports Live or RIO Sports Live, and you can actually find the Lady Eagles versus United. Okay. That was when the pitcher, their lefty pitcher. Now, what's it? See now it's coming back. Okay, the lefty pitcher. What is it about? As far as, do you like to see lefties on the mound, or you don't particularly care who's in the circle?
I don't even care. Like, I didn't even notice that pitcher was a lefty until my third at bat. Like, I was like, she's catching different, and I just see the ball.
Yeah, you just see the ball hit the ball. That's your primary thing to do is in softball is see the ball, hit the ball.
Yes.
Now, Alex, what are your expectations for the last 3 games and into the state playoffs?
Well, my batting has been very on, and I'm very proud of myself because of that. And I just want to continue throughout, start strong, finish stronger. And anything in the outfield, I mean, we're going to catch it. I'm out there too, and diving, whatever is.
So you're playing right field?
Yes, I'm playing right field.
Okay, but they also DH you sometimes, right? Or
no.
DP.
They
they play you over there. They start you over there. So it is 8:13 in the evening, and we're at Whataburger in Eagle Pass, Texas. 454 South Bibb, and I believe Miss Diaz is with us. She's the president of the booster, and they're giving away some cool shirts. Real Sports Live is live from Eagle Pass, Texas. The first pitch, we talked to Coach Reese earlier, and he mentioned also that he wants to make sure that you girls are playing at your best, peaking at the right time. Is that something that you guys talked about, or that you talk about after the game against United South? What did Coach talk to you guys about at United South?
Are you close? 'Cause I'm about to yell.
Oh, you're about to yell? Oh, Whataburger for a year. Why don't you just announce it? I mean, we're live. People want to know. Okay, you're going to get to all them? Okay, and then you come back to us. But I guess we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddy. Yeah. Don't go anywhere, Alex. You'll be here. You'll be here with me.
Okay.
All right? We'll be back with more after this. And we're back live. Whataburger. Oh, what a night! What? You can come like closer. I'm gonna talk to you here in a minute, but the left fielder, right fielder, we're missing your center fielder who is not here, Leslie, Kayla Ochoa. Now you want to take a picture when we're interviewing, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Why would you want to take a picture now when you could have done it earlier when I had coach? But no, Karina Ruiz, the second baseman, is now telling me that she wants to take Alex and Kayla away from me from an interview.
Okay, we're not going to take it. Later. Busy, Gary.
They're already leaving. So. Oh, why is she getting mad at you for? Well, you're the one talking to me, and I'm trying to interview these right? Anyway. Pause.
We already had a pause.
I already had like commercial. A 30-minute commercial. Anyways, well, you know what, guys? It is the oh, what a night for the Lady Eagles is actually over. It was over at 8 o'clock. 20% of the proceeds from the community coming by, dining in, and yeah, you can come in. Let me move over so the ladies can actually, get in there. See, Karina's there.
Alex.
Alex.
Kayla.
Cresdorn just puts her noggin in there. So,
Yes.
anyways.
Are we taking a picture?
Yeah, I think you're going to take a picture.
We're taking it right now.
See, you guys can take it right there, see? Look, and I'm going to move over, but see, you guys can take a picture right there. You see, you can take it there. Instead of taking it outside, I think they wanted to take it outside. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and yeah, you can move over. Just turn off your mic. I'll work on. Guys, we're still here, and we're gonna be here another 10 minutes. I'm gonna be giving away free breakfast on a bun from Whataburger. Mike from Whataburger is here. What's up, Mike? What's going on?
Another fun day in paradise.
Yeah, 454 South Bibb Avenue. Come on by, 24 hours. Come on by Friday night after the Lady Eagles game. Actually, no. We won't be here. Both of us are out of town. Both the Lady Eagles and the Eagles are out of town. But, of course, if you're with the Lady Mavericks or the Mavericks, what a win. What a win. And come on and enjoy Whataburger after the game. After family night. There you go. So, you done?
Yes, we're
Look,
done.
I'm gonna be giving away these. So you get free breakfast on a bun.
Oh, for
See?
me?
Yeah, for you.
Oh,
There you go. See?
thank you.
Free stuff we give away
Thank you.
here on realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Well, as we get back, because last year you were not playing defensively.
No, I was mainly
Yeah,
DH.
you were mainly DHing or DP, as they
Yes.
call it, or flex. Either way. I don't know
was
the terminology.
hitting.
Yeah, you were just hitting. And Kayla, you were behind the plate. So how is that transition? Of course, you know, you
I
were.
mean, it wasn't really something I wasn't used to, or cause I mean, the first position that I learned in softball was catching. So I mean, it wasn't something I wanted to do, but I did it for the team. Oh, I don't know if I'm coming out.
No, you are. Yeah, you're there. If you want to
But-
just move this way, and both of you can be on.
But yeah, I mean, when Brooke went down, I had her back, so
Yeah.
I was there for her. And, I was
And
there
we
for the
talked
team.
about it earlier in the season before when we had our Chick-fil-A fundraiser. We talked about how the road changed with you. Coming into these last 3 games, and again, we talked about it. United, Southwest,
Del Rio.
and Del Rio. What are going to be the keys to the game?
It's gotta be. We have to jump on them from the first inning. We have to hit, and we can't make any errors, any little errors.
So you guys have the same sentiment. You guys said the same thing because I asked her the same question. In other words, you're wanting to put the foot down on the pedal and just go. And hey, you know what? We are going one way. If you gotta beat us, you gotta keep up with us. If not, sorry, but get off the field, so to speak.
Yes.
Is that the same kind of thing what we talked about?
Yeah, our team mainly has that mindset. Just to once we get going, there's nothing stopping us.
Got it. How big was those? The 4 losses that you had were tough losses. There were games that you went. I believe one of the games was real close. You guys had the Southwest game here at home, or was it away? I know. No, it was the South Sand game. The South Sand game where Brooks' home run grand slam was taken away from the foul ball. That was Southwest. So why are you getting another game here at home against Southwest? Because you have Southwest, or you guys have Southwest
We're
over
going
there.
Southwest over there.
Okay, so you have 2 out of the 3 games are away. Okay, I thought 2 were here at home, but 2 are away. Are you better on the road or at home? What are your feelings?
Okay, actually I don't. I just
You don't
prefer
care?
either.
I feel like we are better at home. Not at home, away.
Away?
I don't know.
The pressure
No,
of
not
fans,
really. I don't
of
think it's
parents?
that. I don't know. I just
No?
think since we mentally prepare ourselves from the morning, and
Okay.
then we're ready on the bus.
Got it.
Our phones are taken away. We're mentally prepared.
So at home, you get a little bit more distraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, personally, I don't mind.
I don't it. Doesn't really matter to me either.
It doesn't. You were part of that playoff last year where you guys were on the short end of those things, both of you. How has that prepared you for this year, or that's the past, and we're geared for this year?
I mean, definitely it's the past. Like, we're going to put it behind us, but we want to go so far. Like, we want to go farther than any Eagle Pass team has ever gone. We want to go to state, and we want to win state. That's our mindset.
She was an all-district center fielder 2 years. That one right there. 95, 96. She played center field. Yeah, she has a gun. I'm not going to say who it is, but there is a picture of her at the central office. And they went pretty far. The 95 team was one game away from going to the state tournament. So, yeah, and back then it was you win. It wasn't a 2 out of 3 series. You won, or it's win or go home, so to speak. So, you know, that was, and they lost a 2-1 game against Marshall back in the day. San Antonio Marshall was a team kind of to beat. So, ladies, congratulations on a successful season. I know it's not done. You got 3 more games. Hopefully, you guys finish 3-0 in the last 3 games. If not 2-1. United, you guys played them here at home. Now you're playing over there. But again, you guys jumped on them early too. And Del Rio, of course, is sometimes it's not a pushover. They do have some players. They do have some seniors that have played and they know how to win. They haven't been able to put it together. But for you ladies, what was the message from Coach Ruiz after beating United South last night 11-1?
Well, our coach has drilled into our minds that we know the teams we can beat, and well, we beat them. Those shouldn't make us happy. Those wins should be expected. We want the bigger competition. We want to beat the best to be the best.
Got it. Now, the slogan this year on your shirts, the back part, not the front part, the back part. What was the message behind that slogan?
Well, I mean, I guess last year's season, it wasn't really the best. It wasn't what was expected from us. But, I mean, we've been in playoffs. We've always gone far in playoffs. Like, since I was a freshman, we went to the 4th round. And, well, I mean, that was, like, a good experience. But we want to go back there.
Got it. So that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Always having those high expectations of your team, of your teammates. And for most of you, you guys are coming back next year. You're only losing Brooke, I believe, de Alba. You're leaving. You're a senior this year.
Mila's leaving.
Who else is leaving? Who else is a senior? Of course, Heather, Karina, Janessa. But Janessa didn't contribute last year. And then Snyder. So you still have a nucleus of, you still have your pitcher coming back. You still have your catcher. You still have, and then you got your upcoming freshmen that have, you know, done some good things for the program. Leanne Dunn can play either position, third or second. That's another thing that you guys are so versatile. You guys can play outfield, infield, can move around. How big is that for Coach Reese? Do you think that having girls that can play any position and say, hey, I need you over there, or I need you here?
Well, that's great. It's an advantage. If a girl can't play here, she's willing to play in another position, just like Kayla did last year. We are gonna do whatever it takes for our team.
In other words, you're what we call a true team player.
Yes.
Teamwork is the dream work, right? And for all of us here at Real Sports Live Southwest, realsportslive.com, another edition of The First Pitch with Freddy Heredia. We had Coca Ruiz. Anything that you want to give to your fans and family? Because it's going to be live. It's live right now on Facebook. It's live on YouTube, but it's also archived. So you can go back and listen to yourself talk.
Okay.
Just we play in Laredo against United at 5, I think, Friday.
Okay.
Come out and support us.
In Laredo.
And we're orange, but Texas orange, not this orange.
Not the bright orange, the Texas orange.
I want to say thank you for everyone who's supporting. To all our fans, my family especially, I love you guys. My mom, my brother, and my dad, my biggest supporters and biggest critiques. Thank you, and I play for you guys.
There you go. For Kayla Ochoa, for Alex Martinez, I'm Freddy Heredia, and you're listening to realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Till we see you again on Friday. Friday we'll be in Laredo, but we'll be covering the boys. The boys are going to be, they're going to be playing, I believe, United South. That's a big game for them. No, you know what? No, I'm not going to be in Laredo. I'm going to be in San Antonio against South San. So what time you guys play on Friday?
5.
At 5. So by the time you guys get done, they're going to be starting to play. So you guys can actually go on our YouTube channel, subscribe, Real Sports Live. You can actually watch the boys play on the way back from Laredo after your win against United. And of course, Facebook Live. Like us, share us, and follow us.
Okay.
So thank you guys again. Once again, Freddy Heredia, Alex Martinez, Kate Ochoa, for Coach Coca Ruiz, and the rest of the Lady Eagles, listening to realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Good night, and until next time, keep talking sports.